Hey everyone, it's Siphon from Siphon TCG. Come at another video, and I know I've been away for a while. It's been pretty hectic lately. I've been traveling to League Cups and League Challenges, and I've had changes in my work schedule. I've had a lot of stuff outside of, my usual schedule to do. But I'm back. Here to talk about a new game that just came out, the Chrono Clash card game, or it has like 13 different names. I'm starting. Oh god dang it! I'm effing up already. I'm gonna start calling it Chrono Clash. I know it's been called Naruto Baruto when we didn't know that other sets would be coming out. But now we know that Godzilla will be its own card game slash expansion. The way they say it's weird. Like I don't know why they don't just call it an expansion because it's an expansion, but they're calling it its own game. I don't freaking know. But this, like I said again, the base game with Naruto and Boruto just came out. I haven't been enjoying it very much. And I believe a few days ago Godzilla got announced, and we're gonna kind of go over the cards. The set will drop in September was announced, but let's go ahead and start looking at some of the cards. We obviously know how this stuff. Let's just look at some of them. Let's just look at the revealing. So first thing that they're revealing is Godzilla from 1984. Let's see, it's going to be a 6 cost with 6 power, which is pretty decent mid game, depending on what your opponent does. This is a decent card if you're going second, because depending on how large of a creature your opponent plays, this allows you to play at least 2 creatures on your turn. But this gets +1 when it attacks a guardian. And it gets, is this, we have the rule book over here just in case. This is not on the rule book. This is not on the rule book. Am I missing something? Okay, this is a new one. Yeah, because I don't think anything in the current set has this. Okay, so this battle has toughness, which is I believe what this is. Um, you can choose to activate toughness when you summon a battler by putting a card face up underneath the battler with toughness. Your opponent must have an elusive battler to attack this battler. Whenever it would be destroyed, you discard the card under it. Instead, if there are no cards remaining under this battler, it would be destroyed. So this is so toughness. It seems okay. I'm under the firm belief that you want board control over just raw attacking power. Now, most of the time when I played, especially when I first played especially the first stage, I just constantly attacked Guardian Stack. I attacked Guardian Stack. I attacked another Guardian Stack. Just constantly kept going. But then I noticed if maybe I swing once at the Guardian Stack and I use the rest of my battles to clear his board, because there is summoning sickness, my opponent's just at a disadvantage if they do not get enough damage onto me. And this allowing you to keep your battler safe. Now this depends. There are some cards that won't allow you to attack the Guardian Stat, stuff that has Sentinel, which is right here. When this battler is tapped, your Guardian Stat cannot be attacked. You may tap this battler whenever you summon it. When there's stuff like that, people will have to go for your battlers. And toughness can be useful there, just to keep it on the field. But unfortunately, enough of this does not have that luxury. But we'll get into toughness a little bit more once I get through all the cards that are being revealed right now. So this is going to have +1 plus toughness, which isn't too bad. And when you summon it, draw a card. Like I said, I think the big thing that you're looking at is the just raw power. That has 6 is a really good number right now. I think they're not the most impressive card. I wish there were more effects here. Maybe like, add 1 to your Guardian stack or draw an EX card. Just drawing +1 is not, it's not really doing it for me. We have Rodon next from 2004, which has toughness and has elusive, which we looked at down here, which allows you to attack somebody when they have toughness. As you see, right, your opponent must have an elusive battler to attack this battler. Um, so if a lot of cards in the meta have toughness, Rodon would be able to start swinging at that to get it off the board. But yet again, just like this, not too much to really look at, and neither one of these two have Guardian abilities. So you're literally just looking at it for the power, and for it to be a 7 cost, I'm not that much of a fan. Not much of a fan at all. First two cards, very disappointing so far. We have Crystal Zone, an effect card. Let's just make sure we have this right. So I believe you choose one of your battlers and tap it. Let me just make sure. Choose one of your other battlers, and I believe it is... Now, which way is the arrow facing? Okay, so you're going to untap one of your battlers, which allows you to do some funky things, like retapping it with other cards, allowing effects to play again. The Guardian ability, which is, I believe, you will tap one of the targets. Not the best ability. Obviously, I know that they're probably holding off on some of the good stuff. As a 2 cost, I'm also not really excited about something like this. As more and more sets come out, and maybe as the meta gets more and more developed, we can see stuff like this, tapping abilities be a little bit more useful, I do believe, coming into play effects, ETBs, and when stuff gets destroyed, it's just more effective. Kind of like Burning Godzilla, which I am super excited about. So, Burning Godzilla. Let's start with the bottom part. 9 strength for a 7 cost. This is the type of battler, if I go first, I do not mind playing. I do not mind playing this first turn. Now, obviously, you'll get into maybe reasons why you won't, but just looking at raw stats, I am just totally down. And its effects. When it's a summon, you choose another opponent, and you destroy one of their battlers that are 4 or less. Pretty good. I'm already a fan of this card. It has fast, which means it can attack the turn it was summoned. Now this little bite mark, one of my friends that was checking this out did tell me a little bit about this. I didn't get to visually see it, but let me see, because I'm pretty sure I seen it when I was like showing a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, so Burn Godzilla can also be semi-paying 5 on the Chrono gauge, which is that little thing right there. If you summon it this way, he will immediately attack, even if their Chrono gauge is now on your opponent's side. He will be destroyed after the sneak attack summon. So, what that pretty much means, if it has the little bite marks, is you can always attack, even if it goes on the other side for your opponent's gauge. But there can be instances where you swing with your board, get down to 0 stacks remaining on your opponent's side. You summon this, swing for game. You can do cute stuff like that. And you also get +1 when attacking a guardian. Is that +1 or +7 actually? Hold on, wait a minute. That can't be +7, right? Wait, is that +7? Okay, that's +1. Okay. I got scared a little bit, guys. I got scared a little bit. But this is already exciting me a lot. Obviously, I'm personally a fan of red. Red is my favorite color right now. I'm thinking, depending on how well the sets are, I might just build mono red. Right now, I've been mixing the colors, like most people have. But yeah, definitely a fan of this card. So we have our second deck, which appears to be blue-purple. We have Livestream Mantra, which has for a 4 cost, 3 power. Not too bad early game, depending on if you go second. It has fast, so you can attack it. You can attack the turn you summon it. Elusive, which means it can attack things that have toughness. And I believe that is withdrawal. Yeah, so whenever this loses a battle, it goes back to your hand. So again, there's some cute stuff you can do here. I believe you can swing at a Guardian stack, lose, put it back in your hand. As long as you still have Chrono Gauge, summon it again. Because that's fast, you can swing again. I'm thinking that's how you can do something like this. And if you can, this is really defining. I think this single card can define the meta. Because if you can swing multiple times in a turn, excuse me, with this card, just to get Guardian Stacks off the field, I don't see a problem with that. In fact, I think that's amazing. Because the rules state, Guardians always get discarded. Always, unless I read it wrong. Let me just make sure, because that's how I've always played it. Attacking the Guardian stack. Yeah, Guardians are always destroyed after the attack. So I genuinely think, if I'm looking at this right, I can summon it, swing, it can die, it comes back to my hand. Summon it, swing, it could die, come back to my hand. I could do this possibly 3 times in a turn. We're looking at possibly 2 Guardian swings per turn with this. That sounds phenomenal. And then it has a Guardian ability. When it gets destroyed, send a card back. Send one of your opponent's battles back to its hand. Let me just clarify. Yeah, return the target to its owner hand. Oh, and if it also had a quest, it also returns that card as well. I'm a huge fan. I can see decks built around this, like decks to get this out faster. I believe blue has a few cards that can lower the cost. That have some leader abilities. I believe they're called, that can get this out cheaper. Because like 4 is relatively cheap, but imagine if you can get this out for 2. You know what I mean? Imagine if you can get this out for 2. The amount of just crazy nuts good things you can do with this. I'm on board. King Godzilla from 1999. It has you can summon it for 7. To allow to sneak attack and +1, bring it up to 7. And when this is tapped, so we see things that are tapped. My favorite color combination is red purple right now. So when this gets tapped, you choose a battler. I believe that is. Let me just. Yeah, I was making sure. I'm pretty sure it was card cost, but I didn't want to be incorrect when I said that. So basically, you just knock out anything that's 6 or less. You just kill it. You're like, bye. You see this? Off the field. 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 That's just for tapping it. And imagine if you had things that can untap it and then retap it in a single turn. Yeah. Now, are these extra cards or are these regular cards? I didn't actually look at that. I wouldn't say these are regular. But even if this is an extra card, that's not too bad either. But I'm wanting to say this is a regular battle card. Yeah, I'm a fan. Mantra's theme. Just an extra card. Choose one of your battlers. It gains +1 when it attacks a guardian. Okay. Can't complain. Ability, pretty good to send back something back to its owner's hand. It's a 2-drop. Really not going to be too picky about it. I like the guardian ability a lot. The extra damage of hitting a leader. Hitting a guardian, I should say. Could swing games, because like I said, keeping battlers on the field is very important. Especially if people are not clearing your board. Just be able to swing freely without even having to drop stuff or just having stuff to sacrifice to bring out the next card. the extra little damage could come into play. So, okay. We have Mantra from 1992. God, this stuff makes me want to watch Godzilla movies. I think I'm going to go watch Godzilla movies after this. So, to start off, when this gets destroyed, draw an X card. Okay. As a 6-drop, I would rather this be a summoning effect, or at least have some more stuff on the bottom, but we'll see what else it has. Has fast, so it can attack the turn it comes in. +1 on the swing at the Guardian stack, and has elusive, so it can hit things with toughness. Personally, I would prefer this to be a 5-drop. Because when it comes to 6-drop, you're maybe wanting a little bit more power, or just some more effects. But purple does have some nice tools, that it can play around with, so I'll hold off on outright calling this a bad card, because I definitely don't think it's bad. I just definitely think the call should be a little bit lower, because it's not really giving you much. Now, if this 6 strength turns out to be perfectly fine in the current meta, then I suppose it's okay. Oh, I think the biggest thing for me is the fact that when it gets destroyed, it draws the X card. I'll keep everything else. I could keep everything else. But if this was summoned, or when this was tapped, you drew an X card. Sweet. Destroyed, not a fan of stuff that gets destroyed unless it's low cost. Again, we'll hold off on it. Mecha Godzilla from 1993. Very good, very good. Double toughness. So does that mean you can add 2 cards? I think that's what it means. You can put 2 cards on it, which is maybe toughness can, really change things. Again, I'm kind of looking. Whoa, we'll get to that. I'm just thinking this means you can add 2. Not largely a fan. Again, it's a 6-drop. Maybe this will be better. So when this attacks, a chosen battler gets -2, which is, I believe, I'm going to say time or strength. Strength, sorry. So you can choose something to get -2 strength. Not really doing it for me, honestly. I just wish I had more effects, or if this was at least a coming into play effect. Nah, not doing it for me. Or we have Goodra. I can't really tell what that's summoned for because the sample's kind of covering it. But we'll have Sneak Attack. We'll have Elusive, and we'll also have Legion. Whenever this battler is destroyed, discard the top card of your deck. If a battler is discarded in this way, draw it. If a battler has more than one of these icons, do this once for each Legion icon it has. So basically, this is a bit of recovery. It somewhat prevents you from, dead drawing. So if you have nothing but EX cards you can't use, or just spells that you can't really use, you can sack this off to try to get a card and then play it. There's some really cute things you can do with Legion. Its ability, when it's summoned, choose a battler, give it -3 strength. Pretty good. Now I do not know, because I've never been in the situation. If a battler has 3 attack and you give him -3, because in Super, if you were to do that to something, it would die. Does that happen in this game? Don't really know. Because again, never had that come across ever. We want to assume it kills it for right now, but I still think -3 is pretty good. Guardian ability, basically the same thing. So, when you flip it over, choose something, give it -3. We have armed attack. Choose one of your battlers. What is the? Oh, is this new as well? Oh no. No, that's not what that is. Yeah, there's something new. I've never seen this icon. Yeah, I've never seen this icon. So we have a new icon, it appears. Unless I'm just missing something. I don't believe anything in the base set, either base set had that. Hmm. Interesting. Um. Oh, okay. I think I know what this is. Okay, okay. Let me hold on. Sorry, squeaky chair, guys. So here's what I think this does. Choose one of the cards in your hand and it gains sneak attack for it appears to be 1 or 8. That's what I think it is. Choose one of the cards in your hand. It gains sneak attack, and I think that's 1. That again, just like I told you guys with the Burning Godzilla, that can do you can do some really cute things with that. Now, unfortunately, it is a 6 drop. Not. I mean, I guess it has to be that big because if it was smaller, it'd probably be too broken. I mean, it's probably broken now because that's just. I mean, being able to summon something. Hold on, is that is that a 1? The more I look, I think that's a 1. Let me. From certain angles, looks like a 0 as well, but that definitely can't be a 0. Okay, that's definitely a 1. So give something in your hand a sneak attack for 1. Uh, as long as your gauge doesn't go over the time zone with this, you can definitely just play whatever you want for 1, and just like swing for game or swing for a big guardian stack there. God, that sounds so freaking good. Oh wow. Its guardian abilities, yeah, just send something back to their owner's hand. Pretty good card actually. The more and more I think about it, pretty good card. I like this. Curry Type 3. A 9 cost, 9 strength. It has fast, +2 when it swings at a guardian, plus toughness. But wait, there's more. Choose one of your battlers with toughness and it gains +1. So basically, Curry, I keep calling it Curry. Korea type could give Mecha Godzilla +1. That's pretty nice. Because now Mecha Godzilla has +2, now swinging for 8. Which, let's say it was going against, does something on here have 7? Let's just say this. Well, now it kills it because, it's above now. That's pretty decent. And no Guardian building, which is kind of unfortunate because as a 9 drop, but I definitely, this could be something you bring out late game as just a big hitter. Um, you definitely have to, because it's 9, you still have to take your time with putting it out and you have to really put a lot of thought into it. Because again, you're most likely switching the gauge over to the enemy side by playing this card. There's very few times that you play this card and it doesn't become your opponent's turn. Interested. Wait, hold on. You could armored attack, sneak attack this for 1. Oh, what? Hold on Oh my gosh, hold on. Wait, deck 3 seems broken. Wait a minute. Someone correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I could armored attack this turn, choose this, making a sneak attack for 1, move the gauge 1 over to play this after this is already played down. Maybe like a previous turn, maybe this turn. Okay, it would have to be last turn most likely because this would be 12. So let's say I played this down last turn. I armored attack this turn, put this down, I give this +1. I swing with this, and I swing with this. That seems really good, actually. Um, I think that's I think you have to be able to get sneak attack on this, because again, 9 is pretty hefty. I'm super interested in this now. Now that I just looked at the armored attack again, this card could actually literally define decks by itself. I mean, it forces you to play green, but I don't think green's like the worst color to play. Green's probably it's probably second or third best color. Possibly the best now that I'm looking at it. Wow, armored attack could actually define the meta. Huh. Alright, down to the last 4. We have Godzilla from 1964. It gets +1 and -1 strength. Or is that time? Is that time or strength? Okay, no, that's cost. Or okay, so yeah, yellow's always. Wait, is that leader? Oh, because it has the little things around it, don't it? Okay, so that's leader. Never mind. Oh, wait, that means you could. Oh my gosh. That's so sick. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is actually getting me so excited. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to be a little schoolgirl. So when this attacks, this gets +3, making it 7. And like I said, you get +1, swinging out a guardian, and next thing you summon has -1 to its cost. Pretty good. Leader ability, draw a card. Standard for a 5-drop. Some good effects, but doesn't really give you the sauce like it could. Doesn't really give you that sauce. Godzilla, the 4th form. When it gets destroyed, you choose an enemy battler with 3 or less and destroy it. Okay. Yeah. As a 7-drop, I wish he was a little bit better. Like, maybe if that was like a 5 instead of a 3. We'll see. What else does it have? It gets +1. Oh, a Sentinel. Oh, Sentinel. Oh, yes. So this is not only hard to kill, if they ever do kill it, that you can destroy something on their field. But that's even if they kill it. They have to swing at this, or they'll never touch your Guardian stack. Oh, wow, that's actually really good. And you can bring this in tapped, I believe. Sentinel you can bring it in tapped, correct? While this battle is tapped, your Guardian stack cannot be attacked. You may tap this battle when you summon it. So literally, you could bring this out turn 1 and just lock your opponent. And then you could just start playing a bunch of crazy stuff. That's really good. No Guardian ability for a 7-drop sucks, but I think the Sentinel, I'm sold on this card just by the Sentinel itself. Really nice. Godzilla's Invasion. Choose one of your things and untap it. +3, which is time. You get +3 time. So time cards are very stupid, and they should be taken out of the game, and I hate it, and I'm very salty. So one of my friends that just bought cards, I played him. I played him twice. Both games in a row, he had at least 3 time modifiers in his Guardian stacks. Was just like legitimately flipped the game so hard. And this is a 1-drop. So, like, this isn't even that costly. Like, it's only the most minimal cost. Unless they come up with stuff that's 0 cost in the future. But just to play 1 card, you get +3. So, I guess +2, kinda. I mean, you can literally read that's +2, which is actually, it's a Guardian ability, is getting +2. Which on certain turns can definitely screw over your opponent. I'm a fan of this card, yes. Jaguar. 3 cost, pretty nice. 2 strength, okay. Gets +3 when it swings, okay. Has fast, which means it can attack the first turn, so you can easily start swinging for 5 with a 3 cost. Pretty good. Elusive, which means it can attack things with toughness. and Withdrawal, which, as we seen earlier, that's gonna be really good. And like this, unlike that, this stays at 3. This goes to 5. Like, I am just, both those cards are so impressive to me. I also believe this means this is going to be the SR. Is this going to mean? Yeah, I think this means it's going to be the SR. Yeah, because this is definitely going to be the SR. So yeah, these are probably the SR. Yeah, I kind of want an SR of this card. This is really good. I think all these cards. So I'd probably say, if I could say my best card from each deck, would be definitely Burning Godzilla from deck 1. Deck number 2, Lightspeed Mantra. Deck 3, like, because of this card, these cards become so much better. So it definitely has to be Armed Attack. And deck 4, I think this one's, well, deck 4 is actually kind of hard. I'd probably say Jaguar, because I think blue needs a little bit of help. Both these cards, but especially this card. I think this could really make blue a little bit more viable in my eyes. Yeah, so is there anything else that we can look at? Okay, no. So that's going to be it for the Godzilla expansion. As more cards get revealed, we can take a look at them. But it's been your boy, Siphon from Siphon TCG. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.